Hello, my name is Young, and my oral presentation is going to be about the anime Hunter x Hunter and a specific part that I think it's the most emotional scene, the one of the best scenes of the whole anime. So it is the fight against Meruem, the king of the Chimera ants, and the Netero, which is the president of the Hunter Association. The Hunter Association is kind of a corporation that a lot of people gather to discover new things, like archaeology things, new foods or new animals, these type of things about the world and this kind of thing. So this fight is happening because Meruem, the king of the Chimera ants, is very powerful in the use of Nen, which is a spiritual force, like a aura or something that allows him to do very powerful things, and he's a menace to the whole world if he stay alive. On the other side, Netero is also very good at the use of Nen, and he was very famous back then, like 60 years ago. He was the most powerful man on earth. He's already very old, so he has around half the power he had, but he still is one of the most powerful of the whole world in the anime. So Netero's Nen ability, like every user of Nen has his own ability. It's not something that everyone can use. There are six types of Nen, and everyone has his own. You like if you are the first type, you can't use the abilities of the third type. But there's also the specialists that are a special class, and they can't use every type of Nen. Like some of them can, of course, but it's not something. It's not a rule. You can use if you are. Every specialist has his own special ability that none of them have. Like if I am a specialist and my friend is a specialist, we aren't the same even if we were this if even we are the same class, we can't do the same things. It's like a fortificator, for example. If I am a fortificator and my friend is a fortificator, we kind of can use the same abilities. If I develop an ability, my friend probably will be able to copycat it. But yeah, with specialists is not something like this. So Meruem is a specialist, and it's a very strange kind of specialist. The anime doesn't really explain it to who is watching, but he's very powerful. He can do very weird things. Netero is a fortificator, but he uses abilities of conjuration too. So he kind of summons a big statue of. It's a Buddhist thing. I don't know what this is really, but it's kind of a giant Buddha, and he can attack with him. But to the attack, he need to do something very specific because when you well, like you put rules in your abilities, they become stronger. So, for example, I can give. I can give. No, not I can give. I can throw a very powerful punch, but I have to clap my hands 5 times before I do it. So it becomes stronger because I have to clap 5 times. And if I don't clap 5 times, it would just be a normal punch. It doesn't have any effect. But if I clap 5 times, I can destroy a wall or something. It's something like this. And the condition of the ability of Netero is he has to put his hands together before any attack, like a prayer. And if he doesn't do this, the statue just won't move and he won't do anything. So the statue has 99. It has 100 hands and every. He has some different patterns of attacks in some hands. The main hands, something like this, are the 99. He uses it very often in the battle. It's just a normal slap. And the palm zero, which is the most powerful, but the condition to this, he will lose his ability to fight. Basically, he will become. I have to explain something first. So when someone uses Nen, he is he became he starts to he's not young forever, but he kind of stays young for a long time. Netero in this picture, for example, is 114 years old, but he is very powerful. He doesn't seem like a 114-year-old, but he is because of the use of Nan. And if he uses the Palm Zero, he basically he will become a normal 114-year-old, like very debilitated person. He can't do anything at all. So the fight between these two starts kind of equiparated, but Meruem is clearly stronger, and Nether is just keeping up, trying to keep up with him. He can't do anything at all. He just slaps him and he fly away to the wall and come back very fast. He doesn't take any damage at all. When you're watching this, you start to feel like Netero is going to lose the battle. He can't do anything. So the first thing that Meruem can is able to do is cut off the Netero's leg, and it is not a problem because his attacks aren't really aren't really the attacks aren't really using his legs, so it doesn't matter very much. He, of course, lost a leg. He lost a leg. It's not something cool, but yeah, it's not a big deal at all. But then he loses his arm, and then it's kind of a problem. He can fight because he doesn't need to put his two hands together. It's just the hand in the middle that is the thing. But he only has one, so he already lost. He already lost. He doesn't have any chance against the king. So he uses the palm zero, and Meruem is like he only got some scratches. It's ridiculous because it's so powerful. We've never seen something this powerful in the anime so far. And seeing this deals no damage to the main villain is something that you can't even understand what's going on when you're watching this. It's something really, really, whoa, mind blowing, you know? So Netero became this weak version of himself, which is very terrifying, and like it's really scary because he's he's confident in this form, and we don't know what's going on actually, but he's talking to the king like he know what's going on. He knew that this was going to be this way. He had to do something. And then when he starts to talk like this, he the the man that speaks the man that speaks in the background, I forgot the name, and he says that the king Meruem, he never been afraid of something. Like he always won the battle. Like it's wasn't a big deal at all. Wasn't any challenge to him. Like he's very very strong and very stronger than whatever happened before any any character of the heroes, and nothing was a big deal to him till now because he was afraid of Netero in his form, not the form he was fighting, but this form, this weak form. He felt fear with Netero in this form. It's very like whoa. But then Netero he had a less card he was going to use. He had a bomb, a kind of bomb in his chest, and if his heart stops beating, the bomb would be activated. This bomb was banned from the world because it was simply it wasn't a thing that should be used even in a war because it's a kind of gas, a kind of poison that makes things burn and degenerates people. It's bizarre. It's I don't even know how to describe it, but just steals the humanity of the person that was hit by the explosion. And it's kind of scary too because the bomb is really like a rose, and it's the most dangerous bomb humanity have ever seen. It's something that it's impossible to regenerate the soil after the explosion. It's something really, really strong, really, really deadly to all life forms. And this is how Meruem, which is the peak of strength we've seen in the whole anime, and he became this after what bomb? It's not even an attack with Nen, which is the main ability of the characters. It's just a bomb created by men. What are they capable of? Miriam could survive the biggest explosions and the most powerful punches and stuff, and he turned this after one explosion, one thing created by man. Not a thing, not a power, not a spiritual force, just a bomb created by human hands.